to Ark Outdoors. Today I'm doing a gun review, and this gun review is going to be over my Ruger 1022 Tactical. And so yeah, I'm just going to cover all the features on this gun. I'm going to cover the specifications, or most of them, and pretty much just my opinion and review on this gun. Also sitting here with me, I have a scope on the gun. I have a reflex sight, or it's not really a reflex sight, it's more like a red dot. And I have some magazines and some different variety of ammo here to kind of review along with the gun. Okay, so I'm here with the Ruger 1022 Tactical, and first I'm going to remark on some of the specifications on this gun. This gun comes in at 4.3 pounds without any attachments or anything. Obviously I have this sight here, so how it comes, the tactical version is 4.3 pounds. At least that's what it says on the Ruger website. Now, overall length is 36.25 inches. And the barrel length itself is 16.12 inches. So this is actually almost the exact same length as a AR-15, or your standard AR-15. Something else I would like to remark on is the barrel twist is 1/16. Okay, so now I'm going to talk more about the more visible features on the gun and my personal experience with it. Now, this gun was my second gun to ever purchase on my own, and I was 18 years old. This was, I think, 2015. I bought it off of Gander.com because none of the none of the stores had it. So I wanted the tactical version because it had the threaded barrel, and eventually I would like to suppress this, and that was the whole purpose behind it. And on GanderMountain.com I paid, I believe it was about $3.29 and no shipping, and they brought it to the store, and I went in and did the paperwork, and I purchased this rifle. And on Ruger.com they retail for about $3.59, but I paid $3.29. So I've had this gun a couple of years, and I've put about probably at least 1,000 rounds through it. I know for sure at least 1,000, but from personal experience I can tell you I have not had one single problem with this rifle. And to tell you the truth, I believe everyone should own at least one 1022 by Ruger. I really want more. I would buy several more if I didn't have other guns on my list. I believe this is the base. This should be the base of your gun collection. It should be like, this is like the ultimate survival rifle. It takes all different kinds of ammunition. Here's a good variety of ammo that I have for it. I have some more, I just didn't feel like digging through my drawer. This stuff is very good. It's hollow points, and it's a little bit hotter. And I've heard this blue box of Federal is one of the lower end. Compared to others, it's not as good as some of the other Federal. And I've heard these are not the best. And these are really good, and these are really good. That's the American Eagle. I believe those are also hollow points. And I usually try to stick to 40 grain bullets, but I've gotten lower grain and higher grain. Now, this gun did not come with iron sights, and that was a big disappointment, especially paying extra for a gun. Now, I realize the whole point of the tactical is it has a threaded barrel, and it comes with this rail, and that's a good feature right there. It comes with the rail, but I would have loved to have iron sights. Anyways, I put this BSA Sweet 22 scope on it right away. I believe it was about $50, and then I had to buy the scope mounts. And this, for the price, is a great scope for 22 rifles. This scope is what I put most of the rounds in this gun through. It has a great field of view. I can't really give you an example. Yes, that's a Steph Curry poster over there. But anyways, yeah, it has a great field of view. Actually, you can kind of see it right here. But there you go, there's my doorknob. The fact that you can see that through this camera so easily is a big deal. And yeah, it has a great field of view, and it can be adjusted from, I believe, as low as 5 yards to past infinity. And then the back here you have your different focuses. Okay, so now this sight that I have on here, this is something that I did not plan on putting on here, but my next door neighbor actually gave this to me. He had this just sitting around in his garage. He had it on an AK-47, and I believe this is a cheap little NC Star red dot. The logo is gone, like there's no logo on it. But I'll go ahead and flip through the reticles here and show you the different settings on this. And I actually do have it sighted in with the red dot on here. Well, there's a green and a red dot, but I have it sighted in for the dot. And I sighted it in at 50 yards, I believe. And it does great. I mean, it tore up the center of my target, and I didn't expect it to do too well, but it did. So pretty happy with it. I don't know how expensive it is, but let me show you these reticles real quick. Okay, so there is the red dot, and it does not show up too well on here, but that's the red dot. Then you have like a circle with a crosshair. That doesn't show up either. I'll show you one more just to give it a shot, see if it'll show up. Here's just a big circle. It kind of shows up. Yeah, there's a circle. You can see that. But yeah, I don't know if I'd trust this sight with my life, but for just going to plink around, it's pretty fun. Now, something pretty big and important to remark on for me is this flash suppressor. I paid extra money to get this feature, and this thing is impossible to take off. I can't get it off. I've tried putting it in a vise, I've tried wrenching it, I've tried putting a leather belt around it and using a wrench. I've tried all kinds of stuff. Me and my dad have both pushed on it at the same time, and it really looks like it's about to bend the receiver. So we will not do anything else to try to get this off. I really will probably have to take it to a gunsmith. I've done some research. I've seen some people comment their solutions, and I'm not a big fan of the solutions that I read about. But yeah, that thing's hard to get off, and that's a huge disappointment. Now, other than the flash suppressor, there's not too many negatives about this gun. Besides the trigger, it feels. I mean, it's pretty cheap. I'll just say that it's not the best trigger. And there's more to be desired with that. And the stock is okay. It's just a synthetic, it's plastic. I mean, it's okay. Now, I've had this gun for a while, and I've prolonged doing upgrades on it because I know whenever I get ready to do upgrades, I'll probably change everything. There's a lot to change on here. I would like a heavy barrel, new trigger, an extension for the magazine release, a new stock. I would like to suppress it eventually, but obviously I have to get the tag stamp first. But actually, I heard that they're trying to do away with the tag stamp so you can just get a suppressor and just pay the price for the suppressor, which would be awesome. But anyways, yeah, there's a bunch of upgrades I want to do. But now the positives, this gun is super reliable. I mean, I would trust it all day. It's just very reliable, and it's really like a survival rifle. I could trust it to kill small game and just anything I would really need it to do. And anyways, the magazines, these are very good and reliable. This is the 25 round magazine from Ruger, which I love. And I have it loaded with some of the CCI hollow points right now. And then these are the 10 round rotary mags that come with the Ruger. I believe it came with one, and I had to buy a 3-pack. And downside about the magazines, they are super expensive. This was like $35, and 3 of these was $40, which is insane. But anyways, they are very good and reliable, so that I can't really complain too much about that. Now I went ahead and put this magazine in to show you what it looks like with it, and I think it looks pretty cool. I used to not like the banana magazine, but now it's kind of grown on me, and I like it. And it's super easy. These magazines are really easy to deal with. You just push that, comes right out. And yes, I had bullets in there, but don't worry, I didn't pull the bolt back. And I'll go ahead and show you how the bolt works and the release. It's kind of weird, but I'll go ahead and show you. Okay, now on this bolt, excuse me. Anyways, you pull it back, and it does not stay back. You have to pull it back And then right under here, you have this little weird lever. It's where your fingers go, it works. But you have to pull it back or hold down on this little lever, release the bolt while holding down the lever, then let go of the lever and it holds the bolt back. And to release it, you can't just pull it back. Now there is a modification to make where you can do that, but you have to pull it back, push the button again, and it goes, which is a little bit complicated. Well, not complicated, but it could be more simple. And then to release the magazine, you push this. And they make extensions where it comes down here, where after you shoot, you just pop it like that. And safety is nice and smooth. But also taking the stock off of the receiver and the barrel is super easy. You undo this right here with an Allen wrench, and you undo this with a screwdriver, and that's super easy. So yeah, modifications and stuff, very simple. There's not much to this gun at all, and you can change out everything on it if you want to. Now I believe I have covered all of the main points. I will go ahead and give you one more good look at this gun before I sign off, just because I know I would like to have as many good looks at this gun as possible if I was thinking about purchasing it, or I just wanted to know more about it. And here is the other side, and here's a better look at the bottom. Oh, and one more look at the magazines, just in case you needed to see it some more. Alright guys, so that was a look at the Ruger 10/22 tactical version. Pretty much most of the things I covered can be applied to all of the Ruger 10/22s, but of course you have like the takedown version, the ranch version, and there's a few others. You can get the heavy barrel version from Ruger, but this is just their simple tactical version. But yeah, I hope I covered everything. If not, feel free to ask questions, comment, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.